Hi guys, it's Derek from Rap Production, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Let's get into it. The iPhone 12 Pro has a 6.1 Super Retina XDR display, whereas the iPhone 12 Pro Max has a 6.7 Super Retina XDR display. Now these iPhones have ceramic shield that's supposed to be tougher than any smartphone glass. Now the metal that surrounds the phone is a surgical grade stainless steel. These phones come in 4 different colors: Pacific Blue, Gold, Silver, and Diamond Graphite. The A14 Bionic is the first 5 nanometer chip in the industry with advanced components, 40% more transistors, while increasing sufficiency for great battery life. A new ISP, image signal processor, powers Adobe Vision recording, up to 50% faster CPU and GPU, more than any smartphone chip. The LiDAR scanner. LiDAR stands for light detection and ranging. On the iPhone 12, measure how long it takes for the light to reflect back from an object so that it can create a depth map of any space that you're in. The LiDAR scanner is ultra fast and accurate. AR apps can transform a room into a realistic rainforest or will show you exactly where your new sneaker will fit. LiDAR also unlocks advanced capabilities for pro camera system, including up to 6 times faster autofocus in low light. And on a wide camera, the details of LiDAR depth maps make night mode possible. In low light, the neural engines can render your subject in focus against a blurred background. The iPhone 12 Pro has 3 lenses on the back. It's a 13mm focal length with 120-degree field of view, a 2.4 aperture, 5 elements to make the lens, and also has lens correction. The second lens is a 26mm focal length and has a 1.4 micrometer pixels, 1.6 aperture, 100% focal pixel, optical image stabilization. And the third lens is a telephoto lens, and it's 52 millimeters, has a 2.0 aperture, has focus pixels, 6 elements to make up the lens, and has optical image stabilization as well. The iPhone 12 Pro Max has a 13 millimeter focal length. It has 120-degree field of view, has a 2.4 aperture, 5 elements to make the lens, and lens correction. The second lens is a 26 millimeter focal length, has 1.7 micrometer pixels, a 1.6 aperture, 100% focus pixels, 7 elements that makes the lens, and it has a sensor shift, optical image stabilization. The third lens is a 65 millimeter focal length that has a 2.2 aperture, focus pixels. It has 6 elements that makes the lens, and it also has optical image stabilization. Apple Pro RAW in photos. Pro RAW gives you all the standard RAW information within Apple Image Data Pipeline, giving you a wider range to tweak colors and white balance. Apple claims that this is the first phone to record in Dolby Vision. And Dolby Vision records 60 times more color, from an 8-bit to a 10-bit HDR recording, capturing 700 million colors for a much more lifelike video. The wide camera's larger sensors brings way more detail out in the shadows for night mode time-lapse, but make sure you use a tripod. 87% better low-light videos with the iPhone 12 Pro Max and a new image signal processor. 87% better low-light videos with the iPhone Pro 12 Max and a new image signal processor with improved noise reduction for more details. The brightest display, up to 1200 nit peak brightness for HDR photos and videos, and a 2,000,000:1 brighter contrast ratio for true blacks and brighter whites, and over 3.4 million pixels for the 12 Pro Max. Now, a word from our sponsor. Oh yeah. Happy feelings, everyone. I'm Dr. Fucking Freaky Deaky, and we're not here to talk about my credentials nor my name. Instead, we're gonna stay on a high vibration. We're gonna talk about lemons and key limes. We're going to find out where they fall on the pH scale. And the pH scale measures, in our case, lemons and limes, if they're acidic or alkaline. The pH scale is from 1 through 14, 7 being neutral, 1 through 6 acidic, 8 through 14 being alkaline. We're going to juice these fruits and then we're going to measure them using a pH meter. Okay, so I went ahead and juiced the lemons and key limes off camera. The lemons came from the backyard, the key limes came from the local market. And we're now going to measure by turning these guys on to see where they lie. The lemon is a hybrid. It is a man-made fruit. It is a cross between a key lime or a tangerine or a citron. And this one in particular is a cross between the citron and the key lime. There are several species of the citron, various in shapes, textures, and sizes. These guys went off on me, man. What's up with that? Okay. So there you have it. Lemons are 1.78, which is acidic, and key limes are 2.51, which is acidic, but not as acidic as lemons. And remember, Dr. Sebi said, if it is acidic in nature, then it's acidic in your body. Now I'm gonna kick it back over to the Mr. Retired Nice Guy. Until then, remember me. And that's it for now. Until then, happy Great Conjunction Day. 87 the plane.